Back so soon? I knew you would not falter.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Nightsaber Z42, and we are playing more of Hand of Fate. Alright, let's get into this game of death
Now you understand the
and despair.
We can begin in earnest.
So
The hero is returned to his beginning items. Our decks are reset. Welcome to the cabinet, home of the members of my court.
So after you beat the Jack of Dust, the first boss, you actually get to do more things. The Jack of Skulls, I guess, is the next one. I'll go ahead and read that later when we actually encounter the boss. But from his cabinet of bosses and douches,
Quick glimpse at things to come.
that's pretty cool. King of Skulls, cool. I didn't actually know they would give you the little hints. But in this cabinet, you will find your bosses. You choose the boss that you'll be going against. The lower you go, the harder it gets. After you complete 3 bosses, you get access to this item, which you can see. It's got better starting gear and all of that stuff, and just basically leveling up your character overall. We're gonna go ahead and do the Jack of Skulls.
Time for you to face my undead army. Meet the Jack of Skulls. You are not prepared to play. Go get your deck in order.
Get your deck in order. Before we get started, we need to actually build our deck. Now we can have 12 equipment and or 12 encounters. Now it'll go up as we face harder bosses, basically. So let's get started with our equipment. We will substitute actually the axe is 20. Well, crap. No, I want to inspect. I have not met this sword. Oh, 23 damage. This is 25 damage. Yeah. Get rid of the sword for desperate measures. Oh wait, no. Sorry, my bad. Actually, for desperate measures, we don't need like infinity shields. I'll put one of those shields. And then we will get all the new stuff. Now, if you try to read it, it'll say this card is new and thus its contents are unknown. Find this card during play and its secrets will be revealed. I think that's kind of I don't quite agree with that choice. Don't need 2 medium armors. But then again, you could just go to the Wikia and figure out what all these cards do. If that's your style. But basically, in order to figure out what a card does, you have to encounter it. So there you go. The Fates. This was new in an update, the wildcard update. Basically, these Fates kind of drastically alter your playing. So like the Apprentice is easy mode, Adventurer is default mode, which is what we're playing on. The Warlord is hard mode. I might do this if I have a pretty successful time during season 2 or just want something a little bit more challenging. But then you also have these others here that just kind of have different conditions, like the let's see, the Soldier, he's unlucky. Chance card events are more difficult, and you do increased damage as your combo meter rises. I can't tell you, that is actually pretty good. And you also get deck changes. Soldiers training 1, you arrive outside the barracks where you're approached by a sword liege of the Duke's army. And so just things that kind of change. Yeah, which is pretty cool. I definitely want to explore some of that later, but yeah, that's pretty cool. And you can see your stats change as well. Wow, starting resources. That sucks. But I kind of like it. It's kind of like what's that game? Endless Dungeon, where the different modules change the game. That's pretty cool. I really like it, and I really want to explore that later. So now we're gonna switch out our encounters. We want the Local Peasant, Dead King's Hall, and the River. For now, we want to complete the River while we have light armor, because you can't really complete it when you have heavier armor like medium or heavy. Your chances of actually successfully doing it is drastically decreased. And by drastically, I mean like 25% chance decrease. So we want to get that done as soon as possible. And in my test run last night, I actually managed to get that one, and it was a pretty good time. Now, there's a coin, oh, sorry, I wish I could have actually zoomed in. There's a coin on the card, that gold symbol down at the bottom in the middle. Basically, if we do the special condition for that card, we get that coin, which can unlock newer encounters or just gear and stuff. So, we'll definitely be wanting to unlock a lot of stuff if it's worth it. So, our decks are now fulfilled. Let's go ahead and start the game.
New content awaits you. It will be awarded when you complete your run. I will add my own cards to the deck. How boring life would be without a little spy.
Irish cream. Now, the DLC will come into play much later. You actually unlock...
For life and death, prepare yourself.
You actually unlock the DLC after this boss. So, or yeah, you'll unlock the cards and stuff for this after this boss. The Maiden.
How rarely one encounters the folk. You are fortunate indeed to meet Merith again.
I will try not...
Perhaps we are merely cycling around the wheel and dipping into the same memories time and time again.
Oh, I just love that little bit. Dipping into the same memories time and time again.
I'm sure you are grateful for that.
I am not going to try to read through events that I've already gone through, like the Maiden. I will just kind of do my choice and move on, because the later videos will drastically get longer if I read every little thing. The river, here we go.
Running water protects against many things in myth. Generally, though, it's just a pain to get past.
Your path is blocked by a river. The water is clear but fast flowing. We're going to attempt to cross the river. There's 2 successes, a huge success, and a failure. I'm going for the last one.
Choice. Select your desire.
Ah, only a success. Your light armor makes the crossing relatively easy. You reach the other side, cold and wet, but unharmed. And he puts the coin back. You need the huge success to actually get the coin from that. So I'm a little bit disappointed that the chance was not on our side. The Twisted Canyon.
Lives in every game. That initial moment where things begin. I have worked on these cards all my days, and the canyon has been there from the outset.
We will actually climb down this time because there's 3 successes and 1 failure because we have light armor. Let's go to number 2. So yeah, we get the weapon at the bottom of the canyon. Oh, I was so hoping for desperate measures.
A moment to savor. That will make you much more effective.
We definitely want to get the mace weapon before we tackle the boss if we can, because it's a holy weapon, which means skeletons will just be torn apart.
Further, in fact, I do not know if you have what it takes to do better than they did.
I just really want to know, like, what provoked the character to actually come here? What is there to gain? It's just such an interesting story that's based on a game. In a shady grove off the beaten trail, you find a traveling merchant looking to trade with wandering adventurers. Mages sell only specific items that they've discovered in faraway lands. The prices can be high, but they also pay well for anything that catches their interest. Greetings, wise traveler. I have much to offer you. Alright, our first shop. The traveling mage.
You're wondering why you've been collecting all that gold. You now have your answer.
See what he's got. He's got the plunder's cap.
The meat of the game now. The back and forth between resources and rewards.
Chemical silver. That's actually pretty good. I might go for both of those. Dragon ring, that only works if you have all of the dragon relics, but the bonus is actually really badass. Receive 50% max health and full healing after every combat. I mean, are you serious? Lizardmen take double damage from players' attacks. We're not gonna counter any lizardman anytime soon, so let's just buy the plunderer's cap and the alchemical silver.
Choose your fate.
We don't need to buy any food,
Provide powerful special abilities to use in combat.
so we'll leave the shop.
To ready them.
Let me see my inventory.
Always review your cards here.
Got the light armor, they got the axe. We got the plunderer's cap. So whenever we pick up supplies, we draw 2 and we get to pick 1, which is pretty cool. The alchemical silver. Will attack faster with each successful strike. The longer your combo, the more explosive the reaction. Since I'm a combo dealing god, I will basically be owning every enemy now. Captain of the Guards.
I always thought it was best to avoid the problems of others. I see you have no such concerns.
You hear a shout from up ahead and the sounds of battle. Racing forwards, you discover a warrior surrounded by undead. 2 of skulls. Excellent. Broken bones.
Skeletons for you to deal with.
Broken bones litter the area around the man, but there are still more closing in on him, and he appears badly injured. Stranger! He calls out as he throws his weapon at you. Here! Take my mace and put an end to these monstrosities. Oh, we actually get the mace here. Excellent.
It's a lump of iron on a stick. Not terribly subtle.
We will definitely equip that now.
Is that what you're going to do?
Is that what you're going to do? Of course that's what I'm going to do. It's got like 2 extra damage, plus it'll own any undead skeletons. Telling me about artifacts now. So that's excellent. I don't need to use my artifact here because... Oh crap, I don't have a shield. I was waiting for the counter attack and it didn't come. Yeah, you guys are dead like animals. You're dead. Good work putting them to rest. Keep the mace. We have enough back at the Gadir, he says, slowly standing. We've been hearing reports of undead in our kingdom recently, and I came to investigate. He stops to look around at all the bone fragments. More of them here than I suspected. Some new whore must have decided to settle in these parts and brought its minions. I must head back to the capital and report this to the Duke. Watch your step, friend. There is something more powerful at work than just these skeletons. And we get the token.
Well done.
Add it to that pile. There's a lot more tokens in that pile than what we've already earned. That's because the others, the weirdly shaped ones, are the DLCs. Pretty cool. Mr. Lionel, give me my shield, please.
Starting to wonder if you're simply leaving this card in as a quick way to get your hands on a shield.
Get the shield card. Fortitude's Breath. Every third encounter does not consume food. Excellent. A winding trail.
An ambush. Hardly fair, is it?
Suddenly, a tree falls across your path, blocking the way ahead. 1 monster card. I wonder what that thing around his wrist is. Weapons bristle from the trees around you, their wielders' faces obscured by the undergrowth. Give us all your gold or die. Attack the cowardly band for daring to threaten you. The battle begins, and they will die. One by one. Whoops. I like how he dodges in like weird places. Oh yeah, he got pwned on the floor. Annie, are you okay? Why are you on the floor? You quit, Annie. I was so hoping that he wouldn't be able to actually hit me, and I was right. 22 successful combos in a row. I like how they die too. It's just so funny, their poses and stuff. You search the bodies for loot. 3 gang cards. 1 equipment, which is medium armor.
Average. What do you expect me to say? Congratulations.
Let's say no.
Armor protects you from damage.
Yeah, I'm not taking damage.
Armor, of course, does so much more.
Oh, I get to choose. I'm definitely taking the 10 food. I will be definitely taking the 5 food.
One of my cards. A small benefit.
Yes, a small.
I will not be so graceful for long.
No, he will not. Take the stairs down. I think there's still 2 more floors.
Good. Now all you need to do
No,
is
this is the
find
final
and
one.
Kill the Jack of Skulls, and we can progress.
A traveling tinker. And yeah, I've already read this. Approach the shop. Yeah, all the shops are the same dialogues and stuff, so Oh well. Boom, boom. The Tinker has some different things. I don't think I can actually buy anything though. I can buy a shield, a sword, just 23. I don't want the sword. I want the actual mace. Although I can sell items. I'm gonna sell the medium. Oh, really? These are the things that I have equipped. Okay. So I can sell the axe. I can get 9 gold, which will put me at 26, which is not enough to buy Desperate Measure. So just gonna skip out on it. Boom, boom. Going right up. Ambush.
Again, the surprise attack. The novelty must wear thin on subsequent travels.
Boom. I will take your ambushes while they last, because they are much worse. And if you've played this game, you definitely know what I'm talking about. There's going to be a lot worse coming our way before the end of the game. Crap. Crap. I was like trying to counter, but he wouldn't let me. He started his 3rd attack. It's like I'm constipated trying to poop. Ooh, that mace went to his balls. Sneak up and kill him. Let's go with number 1. Success. Equipment card. Mercenary contract. I actually don't need that, so I'm not gonna equip it.
Artifacts give you powerful abilities to use in combat.
Gain the 5 food, even though I don't need it. Gain the 15 health, even though I can't do anything with it.
A little extra health.
Yeah.
It's only a momentary respite.
Really? Only a momentary respite? I think this is the Dead King's Hall. Cool.
Greed. If it were not for greed, then who would play at this game?
Yes, who would play at this game? You see an ancient ornate coffin in the main burial chamber. It may hold spectacular wealth, but it will surely be guarded. Draw 2 monster cards. 3 of dust and the 2 of dust. Attempt to take them by surprise. 2 huge successes and a failure, so 50-50 chance. We're going with number 2. Failure. Failure. You are spotted as you approach, and the creatures ready themselves for combat. Mortal combat. Because these guys are humans. 5 enemies all in all. Nothing too bad. Just glad there aren't traps here. I've actually not seen this fighting arena before. As long as you counter, you'll be fine. Whoa, 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 I was totally countering that. I like how nobody else is attacking me. Well, too late. You can die now. I don't know why I'm still saving my alchemical silver. I should be using it, like, now. Oh, I actually pressed the wrong button to counter. Interesting that. I actually tried to activate my special. Is that a possum? Or is that a rat? I guess that's a rat. 3 game cards, 1 equipment, which is the sword. I don't want your crappy sword.
Most fundamental symbol of might for an age.
And 3 food. And 50% max HP. Yeah, that's way better. Cool. And the token is ours. We'll go back, which will consume 1 food. The Jack of Skulls.
The undead. Of all the players in the game, these are the most dangerous
Really?
in the world, yet in no natural form. A wrongness.
I'm pretty sure the lizards are a lot worse.
Cheating.
Anyway, this tenacious this tenacious undead is unusually difficult to lay to rest. In addition to sheer strength, this skeleton has the power to revive recently defeated skeletons in its close vicinity. Serving as captains to squads of lesser skeletons, these unholy abominations strike fear into the hearts of all warm-blooded folk. For until this fiend is defeated, their legions are effectively endless. Okay.
This token will unlock more cards if you can defeat this encounter.
Yes, of course. We're going to be taking out the 2 riflemen that he will spawn, and then we will actually take him out. As he's trying to summon them up. Revive them, I guess. Jack of Skulls.
Shots from rifles cannot be deflected. You would do better to avoid them. Are you agile enough?
Am I agile enough? I'm a rolling fool. Okay, so... there we go. Whoops. I should need to kill this guy. What am I doing? No! Okay, I guess I gotta hit him 3 times and he's gonna throw a dagger at me. Oh, sweet. I actually interrupted his summons that time. There you go. Go ahead and get on, pissy at me. I was like, is he already dead? Wow, he is already dead. That's pretty interesting. That was a short, easy fight. If I've ever seen one. And I did, because I just had one.
Well done. Well done indeed. You've roused the dead in their dusty tombs, and even I cannot say what will come of it. Now our wager becomes more interesting. Will the tools you've earned suffice to address the challenges I pose? That is the question, is it not?
Yes, it is. Alright, the Murder at Sea DLC has arrived. Visit the landlocked lubber to begin the quest. That's this card right here. The hunt for the White Minotaur has begun. DLC available. The White Council is expanding its influence. DLC available. The Goblin King's Hall DLC is ready. Hi, Mr. Lionel. The Underworld awaits your sacrifice. DLC available. And the regular stuff. Mace. For exploring the Dead King's Hall, you receive treasure chest. As a reward for defeating a skeleton Jack, or Jack of Skeleton, you get all of those things. The Queen of Dust will be the next one. Cards: Helm of Reflection, Consuming Shame, Angel's Wing, Frost Fang. And here we go.
Shall we deal again?
Look at that in the back. That's so cool. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Feel free to leave a comment down below. Check the description for my Facebook and Twitter information. While you're at it, give this video a huge thumbs up to support this series. And subscribe if you would like to see more. I will see you guys in the next video.